What is up, everyone? Welcome back to the channel. I hope you're all good. I'm back again with a video. Basically, it's a it's basically 5 games I recommend day one when if you pick up a PlayStation VR. I thought to myself, if in the video, I might as well do it outside because the weather is lovely outside. So, like I said, this video is basically a top 5. It's basically a 5 games I recommend pretty much day one. For you to get if you get a VR. And I did sort of try and sort of vary it up for a bit of a mixture. Not. I tried not to sort of stick to one type of genre of games. So the first game I'm gonna recommend you get day one if you get a PlayStation VR. That is Star Trek VR or Star Trek Bridge Crew. Obviously at the moment I'm on a sort of a Star Trek kick, so of course I am going to mention Star Trek in this video. This game in particular it's basically I've done it on my own, but it's meant to be better with a group. Obviously on your own you sort of take control of the captain's chair. You take basic control of the section of the out. Yeah, so you take control of the sections of the ship on the bridge. But obviously, if you're doing it with a group, basically you designate each other to each section and basically do missions. But also, there's a bit of DLC I want to try. Basically, turns the ship you're on into basically the next generation ship. So at some point, I want to try that. So that's the first game I recommend. The next game I recommend the one is Ace Combat 7 Stars Unknown. Some people do specifically say this is not a true VR game, it's VR compatible, but this in VR, I've not even touched the proper campaign because the VR section this is so fucking fantastic. Even my dad enjoyed it. So much so that the first day we both had off, he was like, VR dad, give me the VR dad. I wanna play it. It's one of them games where it's when you start off you do struggle, especially someone like myself who's not really played Ace Combat or any flight sims. It is a struggle. But the more you play, the more you do learn. The controls, how to properly play, and it's quite funny. It's playing it in the VR. You do learn about depth perspective. You try to go down, but you try not to fucking either get the wings into the water and crash sort of thing. There's like 4 or 5 missions in the VR. I've done the first 2 or 3, so but that alone for me is made it worth buying for me. That's only why I'm recommending it. See you guys. Next game is basically a game I got when I bought my VR. This game was still sealed when I bought it, but obviously open up to play it. The normal version of the game I didn't really like at first, grew to love it. This one, it's for me the definitive way to play it, and that is Drive Club VR. Unfortunately, you cannot Unfortunately, you cannot platinum this game no more because they did take the service down. She can't do any of the online stuff. She can't even get all the garage. But that for me should not stop you buying this game day one. It was a coin flip between this and GT Sport, but I prefer GT Sport on its own. I enjoy the VR, but if I'm going to play a VR racing game, it is going to be this. So, next game is a horror game. Normally when people talk VR horror game, they normally mention Rush of Blood. There's a lot of people, by the time they get a VR, they've played Until Dawn, enjoyed Until Dawn, so they play Rush of Blood. But this game, it's technically in the same series, but for me, overlooked. Because really, you got Rush of Blood, not Until Dawn, Rush of Blood, but this is technically based before that. That is the Inpatient. Yeah, so it's about 6 years before Until Dawn. It's sort of you're a patient in sort of some sanatorium. I started it, played it, really enjoyed it. What I played, it's people that who enjoy horror games should do VR horror games. So for me, it totally changes the experience of horror games. Personally, so like you can't. With like most horror games, you look like you sort of hide, or you sort of into the tower a bit. This you have no choice because you basically you can't. You try and cover your eyes. You can't because the fucking VR's in the way. So the Inpatient and basically and no all these games I was just recommending on the last time the games I've recommended up to this point and the last one all reasonably priced. You know, I think you can get a decent VR collection for a reasonable price. These are the games I'm pretty much recommending day one. Now, the last game I'm recommending is a shooting game. I thought I'd put a shooting game in here. The last game I am recommending is Doom VFR. There's a few other shooting games on the system, but I think this for me is the up to ones I've played in a way is the best shooting game on the system. It's visually it's fantastic in a VR game. The campaign is really fun. Having these sort of enemies just lunge at your face is a bit weird at first, but you get used to it. Plus, there's also like all this hidden levels in levels, obviously old Doom levels in those are these ones. And I think if you are a fan of the Doom series and you've not played this, in my eyes, you are basically, especially like the rebooted sort of Doom series, you are basically doing yourself a disservice of not playing this one. So that is it, guys. These are the 5 games I recommend you buy day one. I might do this for a couple of other systems. I might do it with the Vita, but it's depending how things go. But that's my top 5 games for beginners with VR. Hope you enjoyed this video, guys, and I hope to see you guys very soon. Goodbye.